Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Llama and today I am bringing you a ZVP here on Metalopolis. So down spawning in the 830 position, the bottom left-ish, we do have BenLaCmon. I'm not exactly sure where you got that name from, but come on, BenLaCmon, sure. And in the top right at about the 230 position, we do have the Red Zerg AAKraigus. So this is going to be a cross spawn here. And of course it's Metalopolis, so as a Zerg player, if your Overlord does not scout your opponent right there, you know he is cross position, as they did remove the close positions, I want to say a couple seasons ago, probably something like that, I'm not exactly sure, as I did take like a season off there, and when I came back it was removed. So I was happy about that, because ZVTs were just awful for me whenever I had to play on this map, as I am a Zerg player myself. So we do see BenLaCmon going to go ahead and open with this pylon right outside of his main here. And looks like he's going for that early expand, throw down that forge, that gateway, get a little nice little wall off right there, and then you can early expand with that FFE. Of course, and AAKraigus not showing us what he's doing yet, possibly going to try and fast expand, or simply be safer and throw down that spawning pool on that 14, which is generally what you do see from the Zerg players nowadays, as trying to hold against those cannon rushes when you do fast expand is difficult. But here you go, Kraigus actually did sneak a drone out there, so it looks like he's going to go for some fast expand, and this is just asking for a Protoss player to do some sort of cheese. Is he going to do a 3 pylon wall off, or is he just simply going to try and cannon behind these minerals? I'm not exactly sure. It looks like, here we go, he does have his probe set right there, so Kraigus should know something's up, as that probe did a little stop right there and said, hey, I might be doing something. So there we go, the forge is finished, and BenLaCmon, it looks like he's going to go ahead and get this probe right here, and he's possibly going to move down and try and drop those pylons. I think he is, as he's saving up those minerals, and yes, there we go. So we do have the pylons being thrown down. He gets his units right outside there. And how does Kraigus respond to this? Is he going to go for a drone drill? It looks like he is pulling his drones. So does he know about drone drilling? We will have to see. And there we go. Yes, so he's going to try for drone drilling right here. But it doesn't look like he's being too effective with it. And no, he's not going to be able to do it in time. So he's going to just go ahead and pull back his units. So the way that you do drone drills, you have your units right here. And you right click on the mineral patches out here. And that brings your units together, and then you attack, and then they spread, and you right click on the minerals, you attack, blah blah blah, and you can take out a pylon pretty quickly actually, in which case you can get out there and get a surround on the cannons and take those down. So AAKraigus is going to have to be careful here with his Overlord, as this cannon is finishing right now and will start attacking it. So Kraigus is going to go ahead and have to select this cannon if he does want to, or this Overlord, if he does want to save it. It's taking a lot of damage, and will this cannon be able to finish it off? No, it is not. Kraigus is going to go ahead and save it right there. So in the meantime, we do see Kraigus building a hatchery right there with his hidden drone, his scout drone right there. So BenLaCmon was spending a little too much time focusing over here, and Kraigus getting in that proxy hatch right there. So if he can somehow get roaches, and yes, he does have that roach worn down. So as Cats has said before, if you get roach worn down and get those roaches in your opponent's base, it is game over. That's Cats, of course, saying that, so that's with his micro, and I'm sure somebody has defended it before with roaches in their base. But it is very hard for a Protoss player to deal with that, as he usually only has that one gateway, doesn't even have a Cybernetics core up yet. There we go, just throwing up the Cybernetics core. And just getting that Nexus now, so this is almost finished here for AAKraigus, and BenLaCmon is completely unaware of this, I believe. Yes, he has not scouted it at all. So the creep spread, we'll have to see. Wayne does see the creep spread. He doesn't have a pylon or anything really far over here to see this. Usually as a Protoss player, this is why you want to build pylons, but it looks like, oh, there's the creep right there, so you can see it. If you do look closely enough, we'll have to see if the player BenLaCmon does see it, and yes, I would hope we start seeing it now, as it is spreading all over the place, but it might be too late here. A spine crawler is going down, and 2 roaches already in production. No, 1 roach right there, and a second roach. There we go. So 2 roaches already in production, but BenLaCmon knows what's up now, and there we go. He's throwing down those early gates, so he's saying, you know what, I need to just kind of forget everything else. I'm going to warp gate out Chrono Boost out this Warp Gate, as that is definitely needed here. So AAKraigus looking to invest in all this and smartly using his larva where he needs to. So right now he's using all this larva over here for Overlord and drones, while using this larva right here simply for roaches. So a lot of times players will hotkey those together, and that'll just be problematic. So here we go. BenLaCmon does try and throw it in a can right here, but he is going to be forced to cancel it or lose it. And yes, he does cancel it, and these probes going to go ahead and start picking away at these probes right here, able to pick off 2, 3 probes, and another cannon going down from BenLaCmon, and 2 more cannons, but he's just going to have to cancel those, as there's nothing that they can really do against the roaches, especially when they are not up already. So AAKraigus has a lot of minerals and gas, and he should be building a lot more roaches right now if he does want to continue this cheese, I believe. And there we go, he does have another drone over here, so it looks like he's going to throw up another spine crawler. Yes, he is, but there we go, finally. We do see a Stalker and Zealot out right now, so he's going to go ahead and start kiting the Zealot a little bit, but it looks like he's a little careless, and he's going to lose that Roach. In the meantime, there's a Queen down here, though, and finally, there we go, 5 more Roaches, 6 more Roaches in production for AAKraigus, so this is going to be extremely difficult for our Protoss player, BenLaCmon, to really deal with over here. And he does have a cannon far back over here, but it looks like it's not going to really be enough to do anything at the moment. And here we go, big push coming out here by AAKraigus. 6 roaches, going to be able to pick off this Stalker. It looks like, yes, he is. He's going to be able to take out that cannon. It's not even powered, though. And he's just going to push over here, take out this cannon. And is he going to go for that cannon? Yes, he is going to take out that cannon. In the meantime, though, back at his main base, he should still be using this larva right now, as he is starting to really spike up in minerals, maybe throwing down a macro hatch, deciding to go further into the later game, I would say. But he is going to go ahead and start picking off these pylons, try and supply block his opponent, as well as make these 2 warp gates inactive. But these 3 roaches are not doing anything. They're just attacking buildings, while these roaches are dying over here to the Zealots. So a little bit of misrifle by AAKraigus. This might cost him, but no, there are 3 more roaches that were in production right there. So he's able to pick off those Zealots and get in there and try and pick off that Stalker. Is he going to be able to pick it off? No, he's not, but he is going to be able to get these pylons right in here. So with these 2 warp gates down, that's going to leave our Protoss player on 1 warp gate to be making units out of, versus AAKraigus's hatchery over here, which has a queen as well to inject, so a lot more love right there. In the meantime, the creep spread just going throughout this base, so even if BenLaCmon is able to defend this, he's still going to not be able to build anything in his base, really. And here we go. He does have a 1 Stalker, 3 Stalkers here versus 5 Roaches. Roaches, of course, do have the advantage in that fight. However, if they are off creep, you can just simply kite them. And it looks like the BenLaCmon going to lose 1 Stalker from a little bit of careless micro there, not really paying attention. But Pylon being focused down instead of the Stalker. There we go. Finally, AAKraigus focusing down that Stalker, able to take out another Stalker. Does not micro that Roach back, so every unit very important right now. In the Harvester count, we do see that our Protoss player is ahead, but he's only mining off that 1 base, really. So that's oversaturation, not really bringing in any extra minerals. And there we go, finally. This Spine Crawler going to go ahead and pick away at these gates. And it looks like AAKraigus possibly going to start working on the Styxus. No, it looks like he's just going to go and pick off this Stalker from above. Possibly pick off a 2nd Stalker. Yes, he's going to. And there's only 1 cannon down here to defend for AAKraigus, for BenLaCmon. He is able to warp in another Stalker, but there are a lot of roaches now here for AAKraigus. He does have 9 roaches that he's going to be able to deal with. That Spine Crawler is just going to go ahead and finish off the gateway. In the meantime, AAKraigus is going to go ahead and push down. He believes that he has the advantage and he's able to take it out. Yes, he will be able to snipe this cannon right here. And 2 cannons are being morphed in the high ground. It's going to be enough, though. And does AAKraigus see them? He's going to go ahead and go for this pylon, though, as that is powering a lot of buildings. It looks like he's able to take out another warp gate and the forge right there. And he's just focusing on buildings, but he's really going to have to be careful right there of those cannons warping in on the high ground, and he finally is able to see them because of that creep right there. So creep spread helping you out, of course, and it looks like he's going to be sniping off this pylon, and that's going to power this cannon down right now, and it looks like our Protoss player going to be in a very difficult situation. AAKraigus moving out, taking out all of these cannons, so and here we go. BenLaCmon definitely going to be struggling. And he just has that 1 pylon powering everything left. And he goes ahead and brings his probes back because he does need minerals, as he has nothing left to mine right now. And GG, well played from BenLaCmon. So it had to be coming soon there, as he did lose all of those pylons right there. He did lose his main, those 2 warp gates. And all those cannons went down. So well played by AAKraigus. Always a smart move when you do get that cannon rush right there. I mean, why not? You know, throw down that little hatch right there. Even if you can't get it in the base, if you can throw it down right there and pump some roaches out, usually your opponent will not have anything to deal with it, possibly just a cannon, unless they really do scout it or really do prepare for your one base all-in kind of play right there. So GG, well played by Kraigus, and Mr. Llama out.